Welcome to No Fomo Charts Livestream, episode number 1. Today is July 27, 2020. I'm going to be going over the usual No Fomo Charts stock list for USA stocks, but if somebody ends up joining in on the livestream, feel free to ask me for any stock or crypto charts technical analysis. But if not, if it's just me, here we go with the analysis. Here we go. So we're starting with USA stocks, indexes. All right, so Dow Jones. Let's go into Dow Jones. So it's a little bit sloppy, but it's only been about 1 day since I did the past analysis. So what happened? Basically, over the weekend, a bit of bullish news, bit of bullish reaction. We had earnings today. Let's see. For today's earnings, not that many companies, but it's going to get real crazy this week. We got JetBlue, got Starbucks, AMD, eBay, Facebook, PayPal, Apple, Google, I think Amazon. Amazon should be on this list. Let me put this on this list. Amazon as well. So let's get into it. Dow Jones, the price came back down to support. So where's this support? 26,453. And again, with the earnings this week, what can we expect? So if we have bad earnings, just expect a bearish reaction, right? These support levels still hold 26,000, 25,686. Support down at 25,000 as well. Resistance still holds at 27,000 up here. And the big resistance at 27,613. But this is the Dow. Let's move to S&P. S&P 500. So here we go. Still bouncing off the support. This line is a little crooked, so I'm going to change it. The yellow line. Let's look here. Let's use some real trend lines here. Let me, while I have time, let me change this to like a big yellow. So it's not just some sloppy. It's not just some sloppy yellow. There we go. This is more legitimate. This is more accurate, dude. So this is not exactly perfect, but close enough, right? Let's go in on the bottom here. Extend it out, copy this one over. There we go. Now it's a more proper channel. So hello, welcome to the live stream. If you have a stock or crypto ticker symbol you want me to do some technical analysis on for education purposes, let me know in the chat. Because that person left. Let's just go on here. S&P 500. So here we go. Right here, the price bounced up. Where's this resistance? Past resistance at 3,223. Bounce up, hit this. Remember this double top over here at 3280, right? With the pullback down to support. Okay, this is a proper trend line now. So how many times has this almost hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Bounce off there. Bit of a morning star pattern. Bit of a morning star pattern. Okay, if you know your candlestick patterns. So we'll see. Again with earnings. But again, the bullish target is still this circle up here. It's 3,330. Support down here at 3,200. The midline of this trend line channel over here is about 3,120. See that? Somewhere in the middle here. We can also draw this as a channel. So we could draw this as a channel like this. Let's do that. Not exactly perfect. There we go. That's better. Oh, these lines are off. Is the magnet on? There we go. So now you can see somewhere in this middle heart line, right, around 3,120. Then the bearish target down here at 3,000. Hey, welcome to a live stream. If you have a stock chart or a crypto chart you want me to go over on the charts, let me know for education purposes. Or if you have questions, just type it. I'm going to stream for an hour today until about 9 o'clock p.m. my time. So we'll see. All right. Next chart, NASDAQ, IXIC. IXIC. So again, let's draw some proper trend lines. Proper trend lines. Ones that aren't sloppy. So got double top up here. We've got support down here. So also, you could draw a parallel channel like this, right? So this makes more sense. You find the support here, right? Support, right? Hey, thanks for joining in on the live stream. I am live right now. If you have any stocks or crypto chart tickers you want me to go over, please let me know in the chat for educational purposes, or if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. So we're on the NASDAQ chart right here, NASDAQ 1-day chart. And basically we're looking at the recent price action. So I just drew these two horizontal resistance and support lines. So there's resistance here and resistance here. The levels are 10,800. Support, the two supports over here, 10,217 range. So what happened is pull back down to support, okay, and bounce back up. But this is a Morningstar reversal pattern. Morningstar reversal pattern. So unless earnings goes really bad in the next 2 days, okay, what companies do we got? Like tomorrow, we got Starbucks, AMD, eBay, Gilead, right? Wednesdays, Facebook, PayPal, Qualcomm, Boeing. Thursday, Apple, Google. There should be Amazon as well. It's not on this list for some reason. Friday, Merck, Exxon, right? So the most likely target for the resistance is right here. Well, right here. Well, I'm not going as an X. Right there. So price might end up here if the earnings is bullish. Right, so that's a potential, what is that, 2.5% on the index. But if it has a bearish reaction on any bearish bad news, right, the pullback back down, 2.74%. Right, so it's about a plus or minus 2.5% right now. So, next, Russell 2000. Russell 2000 index. All right, so just a bit of a flip, double bottom. Okay, so that's notable. Double bottom. Drawing that horizontal line right here. So this target up here at 1,533, this still matters. Because if, again, the earnings and the reaction is bullish, could end up there. But if it's not bullish, I would expect it to test this triangle. This symmetrical triangle pattern is still in play. So if we use conservative targets, it's like 5%. Let's say 5%, right? From the breakout spot, 5% would be actually somewhere at 1,500. So let's mark that for next time. 1,500. And if it breaks down right here, 1355. So this could be it right here, 1355. Excuse me. So you want to watch out for that. Right here. Again, symmetrical triangle pattern. Symmetrical triangle pattern. But also, there is a channel pattern on the top. Because if you look, parallel channel. Boom, right? So this also makes sense, parallel channel. It's kind of really hard to see. I'll clean it up eventually. All right, the VIX, all right, still in the downtrend, but bouncing off these resistance and support levels. So where's the resistance? Resistance 2870, resistance 2690, support 2380, support 2360. Okay, still in a daily downtrend for the VIX, right? It's a lower high, that's fine, but this is a lower high right here. Okay, lower high, down, down, down. But is it going to complete this? Is it going to break through support to find the even lower low? Excuse me, the even lower low, right? It's possible. It's possible. Okay, where would that be? $22. Okay, that's the bottom of the support. If we lose that, then $20 would be the next support, right? There's an empty gap here. Let me put a big yellow box so we know for next time. Big yellow box, right? Like right there. There's also another one here. Something like that for next time. See if it's going to penetrate these two support zones down here. We'll see. We'll see. Next, gold, XAU USD. Wow, look at this. As I speak. It's not closed yet on the daily, right? Let's actually go intraday. This is the first time I'm going intraday on this channel. I'll explain it later, or if somebody has a question at some other time, but pretty much right now, large pullback starting from the Asian session, right? Look at this. It's not over yet, but look, it almost penetrated 2000, almost, okay? 2000 is up here. But it penetrated 1950, psychological 1950, right? Let's look back in history and see if there's a 1950 in the back. Oh yeah. So it's pretty much all-time highs for gold for now on the Oenda chart, right? But next big support zone, I'm going to just highlight it, huge yellow box, is this right here. Anywhere from 1922 to 1828 is weak for gold. Okay, so you just want to watch out for that potential weakness on gold. So again, if you're just looking at a daily chart, this candle has not closed yet. Okay, it has not closed yet. So probably in the next 8 to 12 hours, once this candle closes, right? If it closes like that, because it's breaking bearish right now, but the day's not over yet. But if this breaks bearish, this should be a not good signal. This would be a bad signal for gold. All right. So again, where would support levels be? On a daily chart, again, the whole 1920 to 1829 range is weak. But if we look at these big daily candles, so 1907, we can go a little larger. 1887, 1872, 1842, right? That is, let's say, from the current price down about 5%. It could go 6% all the way back down to this circle right here. Okay, so just watch out on gold. But it's not confirmed yet. Silver USD, XAG USD on the Oanda chart. I'm still on the 1 day chart here, but again, let's look at silver. Silver has price history, okay? Right here. We're at 24.25. Okay, so if it breaks to the upside, which it might not, right? I'm just saying, we have these support levels from the last class. We touched that $26.18 resistance, right? The resistance right here. Next big target would be 35, probably 30 psychological in there, right? But if gold's pulling back hard, right? Is it over? It might not be over yet, but you know, if you use Elliott wave analysis, for example, on a daily, there is a 5 pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? With a possible ABC correction, possible ABC correction, right? So I'll just leave that on here as like an estimate, okay? Like I could see from experience, I could see something like this happening where you're coming back down to test this support level, bounce back up to test wherever this candle closes as resistance, and possibly down. If it's going to be a daily Elliott wave structure, right? It might be, it might not. It might be, it might not. So I'm just going to scoot this over so you can see, but strong pullback on gold right now in the Asian session. All right, so where's the intermediate support? Let's say this estimate right here. What's the generally the halfway of this? If this is 35%, then like 18%, approximately 21, approximately $21. So this C, and let's see what's like 8%. It's like 23 and 21, right? 23 and 21 could be the ultimate target for silver. We have to see what happens though, right? The candle's not closed yet, so I can't make any presumptions. All right, but I'm just looking at daily for sake of time right now. DXY, US dollar currency index, DXY. So look at this, little bit of double bottom, okay, a little bit of double bottom price action. And again, I circled this price somewhere around the 93.75 because there was price history over here, way over here. You see this? These levels still matter from 2 years ago, but we got double bottom on this price. Double bottom on this price. Where? 93.47 is the double bottom, okay? People fleeing back, I mean not fleeing, but people buying back the dollar, right? People buying back the dollar. We'll see. We'll see. All right, before we get into crypto, let me go into US oil, right? Let me do USO, UNG, and then I'll switch over to crypto for the last 30 minutes of the episode. Okay, so US oil, USO ETF coming up, still in a higher low. Let's just turn this off for a second. Still in a higher high, higher low, higher high, high low, high high, high low, high low. But then it's tightening here, right? Tightening, tightening, tightening. And actually it's kind of breaking, just a little bit of a baby breakout. Just a little bit, right? So even these are here. Let me like redraw it so you can see. Let's use yellow one. Right? There's this. If you use it like this, you see this? Boom. Then if you draw one tight like that, just barely, maybe someone like aggressive trader could be like, okay, there's a breakout, the pullback, and it's testing that. So I'll leave that yellow one there. But again, the upside to breakout target for oil, if things break bullish, we get fundamental news, still possibly 12% to the upside. But also the downside target remains. It was a plus or minus 15% move, right? So somewhere like 34 could be the target, upside breakout target. Downside breakdown target could be something like 25 US dollars, right? So we have to see, but look at this volume. There's no volume here, okay? And again, oil is more based upon fundamentals and news, not so much about charts, unless it's extreme, like over here in April, March and April, right? But so oil, it's very quiet. It's quiet, but when oil gets aggressive. So watch out for that. All right, natural gas, UNG, natural gas ETF, UNG. So what do we have here? What do we have? Let's see, bit of a downtrend, right? Retrace back up, pull back. So let's get some resistance levels. Resistance. Look at this. This is like this is an intraday head and shoulders pattern. See that? Intraday head and shoulders. I have enough experience to know that. So, but the resistance levels are 1066 US dollars, and then 1050. Right? The support still holds down here like 957, 949 range. Okay, but where could it pull back to? Maybe somewhere right in the middle. So let's watch the middle. Dow theory, right? The 50% pullback. 14%. Pullback down 7%. So somewhere right up to this yellow line, like 990. 990 possibly. Possibly, right? It could be that. So We have to see. Bullish target would be like 1052, 1066, like a retrace of this, because you have to think of it. Okay, we went from downtrend to possible uptrend, possible, right? But if it's going to be a real uptrend, let me draw this one in like pink, right? It needs to go higher high, higher low, right? Actually, pink doesn't look good. Let's go like blue, sky blue, right? Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Has to pull back higher high, higher low. If this establishes a daily higher low, then we're looking for a higher high. But again, natural gas is not based upon only on technicals, right? It's also about news. Okay, 1 second here. Let me close my window. All right, so we're finishing up the last 30 minutes here with crypto. Let's go to crypto. Let's just do, for today's video, let's start with the just top 10 cryptos. Okay, here we go. Bitcoin, US dollar, BTC, USD, the 1-day chart, Bitfinex exchange. All right, so we had this breakout, right? We had this breakout. So look at this symmetrical triangle pattern. Let's put it in yellow here. Let's get bright yellow. Here we go. Right, this is what I'm talking about. Big symmetrical pattern, right? Here to here. How did anybody know that was going to happen? It's measurable. I mean, I'm purposefully not using too many indicators, but you could use indicators, right? And if anybody asks me, I can use indicators, but nobody's here right now, so we'll just do price and volume. So let's say if we do a conservative measurement of something like 14%, right? You measure that and you say, okay, from the breakout spot right here, 14%. It went like 20%, right? Maybe from the breakout, 14%, but basically 20%, right? The Asian session has started for about 4 hours now. Okay, so they got their last scalp trades, right? I saw this. I watched it go to 11,000, like 370, almost 11,400 with the pullback, right? Because for me, what I was saying in yesterday's video is about no FOMO. Okay, so let me just explain no FOMO on crypto, right? Because you're going to see all these news articles about, oh my gosh, we're going to Bitcoin broke 10,000, we're going to 11,000, 12,000, 15,000, 20,000, 100,000, right? But what I'm saying is you never want to be the guy or girl or the human being, you know what I mean, right? The person who basically who goes all in like right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, no FOMO. But if you have a defined risk to reward, which I'll go into in a different video, but if you're going to jump in here, but you have a defined risk, like this, let's say, you're like, all right, I'm going to get in this trade, for example, right? And you're like, okay, I'm only going to risk, let's use like it's super conservative. I'm going to risk like 1% because this thing is going super crazy right now, right? 1%, and I'm going to try to make 3 or 4%. That's not FOMO. To me, that's not FOMO. That's just a very tightly controlled trade if you're not using all your capital. Tightly controlled trade, right? But at the same time, though, I'm saying FOMO are these people who are going all in right here and then closing their eyes. And then when they're getting this pullback now, because on the charts there was going to be a pullback, that's why I was saying, guys, like, don't FOMO too hard yesterday, right? You're down like 3% right now, okay? So again, if you look right here, there is not much support at all. But again, it's Bitcoin. Yes, you can get these huge runners, right? And look, you can get huge shorts as well. But you can get these huge runners. But the next major support is like 10,100 or like 10,200, right? So what remains to be seen for me is the 10,500 Bitcoin price level. 10,500, which is basically essentially this white line right here. We have to break above that, which we did, but we have to hold above it for more than a couple days, in my opinion, for this rally to be sustainable and to keep going. Okay, because if you just get a poke out, right? Think about it. How is it that much different than these other ones besides the fact it went to 11,400? Okay, it could have been an extra bullish reaction, but we're getting some pullback, right? So what we need now, okay, what we need now, if it's gonna be slow, like normal trading, you know what I mean, like normal technical analysis, not FOMO craziness, is there is, you know, a 5-wave structure here. Elliott wave. There's a small baby one, right? Right, with the big 5. So if there's going to be a strong correction, boom, I could see this happening, right? Over time, not in like 2 days, but over time, right? But, you know, Elliott wave doesn't always work because it's mainly based upon people's psychology, right? So I'm just saying, there's not, the next obvious support level is right here, like 10,400, 10,500. So this is kind of, I'm going to circle it. This is where I'm expecting a pullback. It doesn't have to be like that though, because if you zoom in, like if we zoom in, so 4 hour, 1 hour, let's just see this. Like watch this. We go on monthly, it's like, all right, we broke bullish for like 2 months. Weekly, okay, we broke bullish for like a week. The start of the week. Daily, all right, we broke bullish for 2 weeks. 4 hour, still in its uptrend. 1 hour, still in its uptrend. Although you want to watch out for a 1 hour head and shoulders, right? You want to watch out for that. Because think about it, Bitcoin happens in waves. Hey, thanks for joining the live stream. I'm going over crypto right now in the last 30 minutes of this live stream. If you have a question about any stocks or cryptos, just let me know. And this is for educational purposes only. If you have any questions about technical analysis, charts, let me know. All right, so right here, boom, boom, boom. Bitcoin, US dollar, Bitfinex. Watch out for this 1 hour. It's a 1 hour chart, right? But this could make sense, right? You also got a double top up there. See that? You see on the 4 hour, nothing yet. But 4 hour, you could pull back. You could definitely pull back. Excuse me. Could definitely pull back all the way down to 10,500. I need to see this hold. Excuse me. Right? There were basically, it wasn't an uptrend like higher, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So then what's the obvious thing? So some kind of low at 10,500. That's why I keep saying everyone, every video and chart that I have, 10,500. Right? So, next. Ethereum, US dollar, Bitfinex. All right, similar pattern. Okay, so right here, look at this breakout again, ascending triangle on the daily. Do you see this? Ascending triangle pattern. Look at this, just riding support, so clean right there with the breakout. Boom. All right, we can measure this as well. Measure from basically the start. This might be a little bit much, 38%. Actually, no, it was correct. 40%, right? So the first move has happened. The first move complete. Okay, exactly this 38%. 38, 39, 40%, right? So the question remains, where could it pull back to? Look at this. Look left to here and see the support area right here. Right? So if you have the box right here, it's hard to see. It's really hard to see on my computer. I'm talking about this. Like that. Okay, so let me draw a trend line so we save it for next time and see if this plays out. Whoops. So 288.48, right? Because look at this. It shot up straight to the moon, so to speak. All right, so 4 hour uptrend still intact, right? Higher, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Consolidating a little bit. 1 hour chart. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. But look, it's stuck, losing a little bit of momentum right now. You see this on the 1 hour price action. Let's get a channel in here. See that? Let me zoom in so you can see. Right here. Stuck between 312 and 327. That's where we're stuck right now with Ethereum. But again, this is crypto, so it could just keep going. It could keep going. No problem. No problem. It could keep going. No problem. So, bullish and bearish target from last class. And if we look way left, okay, the next upside target for Ethereum, let me actually go back. Let me do Bitcoin again. So the upside targets for Bitcoin right now would be 12,000. The downside targets would be 10,000 or 10,500. All right. So fast forward to Ethereum, upside targets on Ethereum would be 352, 363. I'll circle in yellow. Right. Support target would be right down here at at like 290. So maybe 300 psychological. Okay. So we have to just watch out for that. Next, XRP USD, 1 day Bitfinex chart. So XRP was in a descending, it could be in a descending triangle pattern. Actually, not really. It depends on if you count this, right? If you kind of like don't look at this, right, and just think of it as a giant pierce, then it was a descending triangle. That's what I think of it as, right? Especially with here, like a gigantic descending triangle, kind of angled. But it just, it's subjective, depends on how you want to see it. But the point is Ripple had its rally, pull back to that 50% range, right? Dow Jones theory with the breakout. Okay, so what's happening right now? Let's look at the candles. Little bit of head and shoulders on an intraday chart. Okay, but it's kind of drawn out. But let's actually not call it head and shoulders yet. It's getting a little too ahead of ourselves. I'm just gonna call it double top. See that? The right shoulder hasn't completed yet, so it's just a double top. Okay, right here, double top on Ripple. So for now, that just means there's a sell wall or there's not enough demand for the price to keep going higher on Ripple for now. So that upper, like 23 cents is the resistance. Okay, so if you look at this pattern though, if we just do trend analysis, higher high, higher low, higher high, so then where's the expected higher low? Boom, right here. Range, like 21 cents, right? If this is if it's gonna go normal technical analysis, okay? I'm not talking about psychotic crypto mooning. I'm talking about just like normal, right? High, low, excuse me. Then maybe I'll break out to 25 cents possibly. Or it could just go straight to 25 cents. Wherever the support level is, right? It could be here, wherever it's gonna be. I'm just saying, expect that psychology. Because there are certain day traders and bots, right? That's just gonna get this one leg, this one rally leg. And then, see what happens. All right, I'm just going to speed up here. All right, so Bitcoin Cash, US dollar. This is a one-day chart on Coinbase Exchange. So it was Bitcoin Cash, and again, for like a month, just in a consolidation channel. How obvious is this trade, right? Even this bottom support, we can tighten it up. Let's see if I can tighten it up. Tighten this thing up. See, now that even makes more sense. Oops. Just riding this. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the general range is in that zone, right? So finding support here around 216, breakout past. What am I saying? Breakout of here, right? Also, there's this W pattern. This is what I'm saying. Double bottoms. Well, bam, right? So it's just like probably a decent measurement. Really easy. 12% from the breakout. Minimum, exactly 12% target hit. Right? 12% target hit. So, where would the next 12% target be if it keeps going? Exactly right here. Come on. This line I drew last time, $307.19. Where is that? Multiple touch points. This is an extremely important support resistance level. Resistance and support level. Right? So, you want to watch out for that. Right here. But if it breaks down, okay, the immediate spot would be where I circled last time. Let me move it over a little bit. Let me just move these over. right? These three circles. Well, now these three circles. Let's add one on the bottom. These are the targets, right? So the next resistance target on Bitcoin Cash would be 305.33. The immediate support would be 264.50, like right under this candle. If it breaks down below that, bearish, then look for 236.17 or 242, like the 240 range. Then break down to 215.41, right? Very simple. Very simple. But again, the higher a price something goes, the more risk there is if you're long. That's why. So what I was saying like 2 days ago about no FOMO is you just don't want to be the last person in on the trade if you're long, right? Because that's FOMO, right? What's not FOMO is you're buying down here because it's a really good value area. That's not FOMO. That's good trading. That's good. That's good, right? Because how many times has this hit over here? Like 10 times. Right? Or at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 approximate major touch points here, right? All right, so we had the breakout, but it's at this resistance. Look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistances up on top. So let me put this in yellow. It has to break this. Significant resistance level. Got stuck there. All right. Excuse me. Next, okay. ADA USD 1-day chart on a Kraken exchange. It's the only one that has USD on a Kraken exchange. Okay, but look at this. It's like textbook symmetrical triangle. Textbook symmetrical triangle. So what do we do with these? Measure. It's about 23%. Boom. What exactly happened? 23% from close to close. Right? With a little bit of topping out action. How do we interpret this when you have this? Could be an evening star pattern, right? Also though, if you go on the intraday, the 4 hour starting its downtrend, possibly the 1 hour already in a downtrend. Okay, so the 1-day chart, where does this leave us? Well, if this is true, if this is a true rally, okay, and not just some 1-day poke out, just like that, right? If it's a true rally, we should see a pullback. The pullback already occurred. Okay, the bounce. And what I'm saying is pullback, bounce, continuation play. If that happens, then I think more people will believe this Cardano rally is real, right? But if you look, how many times has Cardano done that this year since the COVID-19 crash? A lot. It did it here. Same thing, the breakout. Same thing, breakout, breakout. So it just did the same thing right now, right? Breakout. Talking about this, these levels, boom, and then this yellow line, just breaking out and trying to test it. It's actually below that level. So again, for Cardano to have a sustainable rally, this needs to break out to the upside. But if it doesn't, simple, break down to the support level right here, 12 cents. Right, so downside target is 12 cents, upside target has to be higher than 15 cents. All right, moving on, Litecoin USD. Litecoin USD, 1-day chart, Bitfinex. So, multiple ways to interpret this chart. So first off, there's double bottom. Okay, double bottom, price action, then just measure. Then from the breakout measure, we already hit that target, 15 to 20%. Okay, so the first breakout target was completed. But the second breakout target, another 15%, is like $62. This one over here. This one. I'll put it over here. So let's star this level. This is the next potential target, right? So support though. Support. What if it breaks down? Coming down right here, 50. Support, $50. Great, so when I'm talking about no FOMO is this. Like if you're going all in like right here, you know, some people might consider that as FOMO. If you're like a trader, I would consider that FOMO. If you're an investor, okay, fine, it's different. But just know your downside risk, right? Like a bad case scenario could be 6%, 15%, 25% to the downside, right? In a very long-term trade, like we're talking a year or two, right? This would make sense, 17%, then 25%. Then like huge targets 50, So again, if someone's like an investor, maybe it's not FOMO, right? But if you're a trader and you're just trying to make like a couple percent or whatever, then it could be considered FOMO. Because breakout plays are tricky, right? Breakout plays are tricky. This is an example. It broke above this line, and we're here now, right? With volume. That's good. That's good. Very, very good. That's a good textbook setup, right? But at the same time, though, what could happen is a breakdown to test because people take their profits, the price comes down, people short, then a new wave of traders and buyers come in, right? So, bullish target again, $61. Bearish target, $50 and $45. All right. Let's speed this up, wrap it up. Binance Coin, USDT. It's Tether because it's Binance Coin. Binance Exchange. All right, so Binance with a little bit of the breakout. Excuse me, Binance with a little bit of the breakout, right? So, what's happening here? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, trying to establish a daily uptrend. So what's next? This could be considered the higher low, right? But I want to see more than one candle though. So what I'm expecting to see is we're getting a little bit of double top price action at the making of this video, right at $20 psychological. $20 psychological, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Could happen. So bullish upside targets would be like 21, 23, 25. Okay, circle those. But then the support level has already been tested, like 19, 18, 15, 1842, right? Then the support at 1661, right? And then support at 1493. So again, to give you like a example, like for those that are looking at an example, right? If you look at this, the question is, are we going to get this? It looks similar, right? Just visually. Higher high, higher low, hesitation, the breakout. Higher high, higher low, little bit of hesitation right now, and then maybe it's a breakout, but it doesn't always work. Sometimes you get big breakdowns like this, okay? So we'll just leave those circle and we'll see. All right, last couple ones for today, EOS, USD. Okay, EOS in a bit of a inverse head and shoulders pattern underway. So let's see, 12%, 12%, almost at that target. 12% from the breakout spot would be actually a little higher, like 301. So let's move the star down. Let's get 301. 301 is the target. Okay, so again, higher high, higher low, higher high. Might pull back, finding a little bit of double top price action around 294, right? High, low, high. At 301. Okay, so that's the bullish target. Bearish target down here at 263. Also, this trend line is still in play. Right here, like 250. So you want to watch out for that. Okay. Link USD. Look at Link though. Look at Link. Link has already been overextended. That's why we're not getting a FOMO extreme rally on Link. So, daily downtrend still in progress right here. Coming back down to this support range of 642. Could come down here and then bounce. Boom, 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 and bounce. It's possible. Possible. Right? Or downtrend continue. So, bearish targets. What is that price? 670. Right? Right there. Another bearish target, 573. Bullish target would be still up here at these two yellow lines, $8 and $8.81. So just remember, Link is an altcoin, alternative coin, right? But Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big three, Litecoin, Cash, they're the ones getting the news right now. XLM, stellar. All right. I called this. I said, watch out for potential head and shoulders pullback if you're a trader, right? So, what happened? We had this intraday head and shoulders slanted. It's not perfect, but boom, boom, boom. Then down right here. 12%. right? 12% to the downside, then bounce back up. Okay, so the support level works. It's holding. The upper 8 cent right here, support level, is holding. Resistance up above, 10 cents, right? What's the next target above this? Like 11, upper 11 cents. You can look left for some more numbers. Yeah, right here, see this? But this is a sketch zone. What I call the sketchy zone, dodgy zone. When you have a giant candle like that, this is a sketch zone. But since we have other prices over here, it still works. Totally fine. Okay, so 11 cents. Let's just call it 12 psychological in there. Could work, right? Could work. So boom. There we have it, the top 10 cryptos. Let's just check, is there anything else going crazy in the market right now? Well, looks like at the time of this video, not too much. Not too much going crazy, right? Because, think about it. The scalpers and the day traders, they had a whole day, basically, to see this move. Swing traders and investors, they had like the whole month, right? So at some point, people are going to take their profits. You know what I'm saying? Some people are going to take their profits, right? So just watch out for that. And again, let's go back to Bitcoin, for example. When I say no FOMO, that doesn't mean we can never buy breakouts like this, right? Like this, the Ethereum right here. It doesn't mean we can never do breakouts. What I'm just saying is you want to be careful of like doing large trades or doing anything large when it's very hyperextended like that, because there should be a pullback somewhere. Sometimes you're going to get lucky and then you'll get in like this, right? Like you do this, keep going higher. But if you have tightly defined stop loss and position sizing, that's not FOMO to me. True FOMO to me is when you get so emotional, your animal instincts, your emotions override your logic and your mind, right? Everyone has that. Everyone has that happen to them. Excuse me. But what I'm saying, though, is when you lose all rationality and if you become like an animal in the stock market, that's FOMO to me. But what's not FOMO is like, okay, you're having defined risk, defined concrete evidence on the stock charts or the crypto charts, technical analysis that something could happen. There's a probability that something's going to happen like this. You see this setup and you're like, okay, it's probably going to break out or try to test it at some point, right? That's not FOMO. What's FOMO is buying up here and then closing your eyes. That's FOMO, just because everyone's buying up here. So again, just you want to watch out for that, all right? Now that we're in breakout mode for crypto, and you're going to see it all over the news, on crypto news and stock news as well, that Bitcoin broke 10,000. Bitcoin broke 10,000, all right? We have to, I want to see it. Now I want to see it's like, okay, Bitcoin broke through 10,500, right? Bitcoin broke through 10,500 and 11,000. Now the question is it going to hold? We had one day of big volume and then like 2 or 3 days of medium volume, above average. We had one big day of volume, all right? I want to see this start trending again, okay? Not one pop and then down. I want to see this start trending again, because at the time of this video, as I'm ending, it's under 11,000 right now. All right. So that was about 1 hour. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching this whenever you're going to watch this. And just remember, this is for educational purposes only. These charts, these videos, everything I'm saying is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. So please remember to click subscribe. Click subscribe. Turn on notifications for new videos. And also, if you noticed over here, there is a new donate button link. So just to explain this before we end, I set up a Patreon donation. I set up a PayPal donation. And in the PayPal, you can just donate anything from $1 USD up. whatever you want to do. Any donations will be appreciated because, I'm doing this right now to help people, okay? Because I was a beginner. I was a noob before. I was a newbie before. I started from zero, right? So now I'm trying to give back to people in the community to try to help them, educate them, strengthen them in their knowledge and skills. So if you ever like to donate, please, I have a Patreon donation available, link below in the description and comments. I have a PayPal donation available below, link in the description and comments. Please subscribe to this channel. The more it grows, the more people we have to build a community, the more people we have to interact and bounce our ideas off each other, right? So really appreciate everyone who stuck around to watch this. Appreciate you. Thank you. And for next time, I'm going to try to live stream more as long as people show up. And just if anyone wants to put in a stock chart ticker or a crypto chart ticker, just let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I can cover it in the next video. Or if you're in the live stream, just say hi and let me know. So thanks again so much for watching this. Remember to click subscribe and donate. Hope you have a great day and a week. See you next time. Bye-bye.